Okay, so this is the third and final of the Aldi's Earth Grown, the Indian packet meals. The other two are just vegetarian. This is the only one that is actually vegan, and it's confusing because if you look at the ingredients, it's not branded vegan at all. It's is it even branded vegetarian? Yes. Okay, so it is branded vegetarian, but it does not say vegan on it, and I think that's because if you look on the back, it says contains coconut, and then after that, it says may contain traces of peanuts, other tree nuts, soy, and milk. And I think the reason this is on there is because I think the same factory makes all three meals. They make the butter chickpeas, they make the tikka masala lentils and vegetables, and then they also make the chicken and veggie korma. So even though this one does not contain in the ingredients any eggs, any milk, any meats, anything like that. No honey, nothing like that. Because it's all made in the same factory, I think that's why they can't label it vegan, and that's why they say like traces of. So if you're the sort of person that really cares about like traces of or cross contamination, this is not for you. But if you're just looking for your standard like vegan, but they're not gonna like totally commit that there's no tiny molecules of animal products, it's a conscience matter, I guess. Anyway, on to the tasting. I already have rice cooked. And I have found with the other packet meals, both with the butter chickpeas and the sometimes these tear all the way off and sometimes they don't. Um, and with the tikka masala, got lentils and vegetables and the tikka masala sauce, those both contain milk, but not eggs. So if you're here because of an egg allergy, they contain milk but not eggs. But I have found that, yeah, this one too. They have delicious sauces. However, they're kind of light on the protein. Like they're kind of light on the lentils and light on the chickpeas. So this time I decided to get smart and whip out my 79-cent can of Aldi's garbanzo beans. Pretty sure these are vegan too. Contains garbanzo beans, water, salt, disodium yeah, that's just a preservative, and sodium metabol, yeah, contains sulfites. So if you react to sulfites, you won't want this brand, but yeah, these are vegan too. So we're just gonna taste it plain first. And you can actually, I think you can heat it up just in the packet. Yes, you can. It says slightly tear pouch, 2 inches to vent, and then 90 seconds, and then you can, I guess, if you're a complete Philistine, just eat it right from the pouch. Of course, I've never done anything like that in my life. Spoiler alert, I have. All right, so I think because all four of us are home for dinner tonight, I might actually get some help with this. So we're just gonna make the whole thing, and so we'll nuke this for actually a minute and a half. So this is the korma, and I will preface by saying I am not like the biggest korma sauce fan. I don't dislike it. It's just usually whenever I run into anything korma, there's so many other options that I like better than anything korma. I'm not vegan or vegetarian, for just for the record. So I don't tend to eat korma a lot because I like the other stuff. So we're gonna see how this is. Ironically, I don't mind coconut at all, so it's not a coconut issue. It's just given the choice between like a coconut based savory dish and like a yogurt based savory dish, I'm probably going to choose the yogurt based one every time. Or at least the non coconut one. I like coconut and sweet stuff. All right, we'll come back when more exciting things are happening. Anybody who knows me knows why I'm getting this out. Generally, I have a higher preference for things that are hot and spicy than most packet meals. Well, pretty much all packet meals come with. which is wise because it's a whole lot easier to add this than to try and figure out how to choke down something that is like way too spicy. All right, so we're going to put on a baby portion and taste it. And I'll go back and add stuff if it needs it. We're gonna, you know what? I'm gonna just get the thumbnail while we're at. Oh, there's more chickpeas than I expected. Bouffant, yes. Wait, it looks like either carrots or pumpkin. I think it's carrots. It says green beans and cauliflower. Ooh, I don't see any cauliflower so far. There's the green beans. Pop one on top to make it visually interesting. All right, let's get the thumbnail first before I forget. Okay, let's try a baby taste of this and see if it needs anything added. It is a little soupy. I think it would probably benefit from some chickpeas added. It doesn't have any kind of overwhelming coconut flavor. It's not super exciting. However, I think with a little hot sauce, it'll definitely be possible. Like just plain like this, it's like a 3 out of 5. There's another person out there that does some great Aldi's plant-based reviews. She took a hot pass on this because she was just like, I can't remember how she phrased it. It basically didn't pass her like eating clean muster. Can't remember her name. What is there even in here to object to? Water, coconut milk, chickpeas, onions, desiccated coconut, green peas, potato. What is she objecting to? Yeah, I'm not. Oh, sunflower oil. Okay, so yeah. There's a whole group of people out there who are convinced that seed oils are, I don't know, they'll cause cancer or something. They could be right. I don't know. Wrong before. I don't hesitate to eat vegetable oil myself. Anyway, so that's what she was objecting to. I was like, what's the matter with this? Apparently it has veggie oil, so it's acceptable. I don't know. Whatever. That's much better. All right. Now let's see what adding some more chickpeas in here and probably heating it up because the chickpeas are cold. At least room temp. All right. We're going to heat this up, go back and taste it with that. Okay, so here we are. It's got hot sauce added to it, which definitely bumped it up to, I don't know, 4 to 5. And now we've added some garbanzo beans to bulk it out. Let's see what this is like. Texture-wise, this is way less soupy. Let's give this a shot. Try and get some cauliflower in there as well. When you add more garbanzo beans, well, chickpeas, whatever you want to call them, probably need a little more hot sauce. The texture is much better. Way less soupy. So I would give this one, I would get this again actually. But I would get this knowing that I was going to have to add some of this. But I didn't even have to add very much, like maybe a couple tablespoons. And these are cheap. And if you know me, you know I like cheap things. All right, try it. This has had chickpeas added and hot sauce. Let's get a green bean here. Oh, lost the green bean. I would get this again, but with the understanding that I was going to get it and add a couple of tablespoons to a serving. So I suppose for one packet, I would say like maybe a half a cup of garbanzo beans added to that and some rice. And you could probably feed 2 people with like moderate appetites. All right, so I would give this one a 4.5 out of 5. If you like this kind of boring content, we have lots of it on this channel. I do mostly food content. I do school lunches, school breakfast. I do product reviews. Some of them are from Aldi's. Um, some of them are from Hungry Harvest. I also do the Hungry Harvest. Sometimes seasonal roots unboxing. That's like produce and stuff that comes to your house. And then like food products that are like either snacks, and a lot of it's like gluten-free, vegan, women-owned businesses, healthy stuff. What else? Some travel content, some cooking videos. But it's boring. I'm kind of a boring person, but that's okay. So if you want to help, click like and subscribe. And if you love boring content, you're in the right place. Anyway, have a fantastic day, and that's about it.